I got you loud and clear.
Now I'm unmuted, so thank you. So yeah, guys, we are here for the Cyber Racing Association All-Star Clash second race number 2 of 2. It's going to be a fun race. $150 divided up between 10 drivers, so somebody looking at a little bit of money anyway. Derek, should be a fun race. 75 laps. What do you think?
95 laps, especially around this big of a track. You know, you're going to see different types of strategies, I think, put into this race. Different strategies. Some of these strategies are going to end up clashing, and that's where I think we will see a lot of crazy things happen on throughout this race. The thing is, you can't really just be focusing on the front of the pack. You gotta be looking at the middle of the pack. You gotta be looking at the back of the pack. You gotta look at every inch of this racetrack, because I guarantee you something's gonna end up happening, and it's just not gonna happen with that front pack. So it's gonna be fun to see all these different strategies and see how smoothly these different strategies are gonna end up working out for someone, hopefully, to come away with a little bit of money here tonight.
Yeah, I agree with that. That was well put. Like I said, as I get all kinds of food brought to me, like I was saying, it's going to be a fun race. There's a bunch of different drivers in here that can walk away with the victory. We've seen in the first race where patience started wearing thin, especially late in the race. We've seen a total of 3 cautions. I do believe it was 3 cautions, maybe 4.
Yes.
We got a bunch of drivers from that race actually in here, and you actually got who won. I can't remember off the top of my head who it was.
The winner from last race was Sawyer Ott. He's in a 30 truck this time. Finishing second was the 43 of David Anderson, and finishing third was, and in this race, this is going to be the number 8, which is Dane Osborne. So, you know, we've already seen how they kind of drive, so I'm kind of interested to see, you know, if they're going to try to maybe run just almost the same strategy, but maybe just a little bit tweaked in this race for a little bit longer of a stint.
You know, from somebody from that last race that I'm keeping my eye on is Gary, what is his name? I'm still getting used to the name, so I apologize.
Champion.
Yeah, Gary Champion. Really focused on him. We do have 35 drivers actually registered for the race, so it's going to be really cool to, you know, to get this thing going. Got about a minute left here and we get into qualifying. So Derek, go ahead and give me your pick to win this money. Who do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be from somebody from the last race, or do you think it's going to be somebody from this race?
Of course, you know, it's our first time doing this. We really don't know a whole lot about all these guys. You know, there's a lot of good picks out there. I don't know. I'm looking at these practice times, and I'm seeing who's kind of up there and all. And honestly, I kind of like the 30 of Sawyer Ott. Of course, he was the winner last race. I honestly think the way he was able to battle it out and keep those trucks behind him for him to be able to pull it out here, I think he's going to be able to try to do that same thing again, and this time come home with some money.
I'm going to go with a little bit of a different pick from this. I'm going to go with the 5 of Thomas LaBar, only because I've seen Thomas race a couple of times in official races, and I've seen him just in general race. He's a pretty good race car driver. And we'll see how he does here. I think a lot of this just may be, I mean, any of these guys can win. It's Daytona. All of them fast. I mean, you got Jason Kinzer right now, you know, with a really good lap of a 45.958. Right behind him is Mark Jorgensen. Jorgensen? I don't know if I'm saying that right.
You're gonna have fun pronouncing that name.
Yeah, right. But he's actually got the same lap time as the 13. So the 81 could win the 29 with 34. Any of these guys, it is impressive to see Sawyer Ott up there, though. Currently 5th right now after, you know, winning that last race. So qualifying is getting underway right now, and we'll see what happens as we get ready to go.
Now, of course, during the practice, you know, we kind of had some pre-race, I guess you would want to say, how do I want to put this? I guess activities. I guess.
Yes, actually, speaking of that, when he was actually going for a second, they was actually just joking around about all that. But you never know.
Yeah, I mean, troopers, you know, I would hope so that they're not already flaring. But, you know, some of these people, I'm not saying this between these two at all, but I'm just saying, I guarantee you there are some people out there that don't really like each other.
Oh, yeah, there's always drama, and that makes it interesting.
And like I said, kind of in that first race, you know, it could mean something here, knowing that, I mean, you don't like somebody, you see him, you know, he could be struggling or something, you're not gonna move out there. No.
Yeah,
if it was someone that, yeah, you're gonna leave him hanging, especially if he pushes you all the way up to lead. All of a sudden, you won't even think about it. you're of course going to move straight down the track and leave him out there to dry. So it's going to be quite interesting, I think, honestly, to see, how everybody is going to try to. I want to see how, really, like how I said in the pre-race a little bit, how is everyone's strategy going to work out?
Yeah, with 75 laps, we're looking at 2 pit stops if they stay green. So it's going to be interesting to see. Do they have a fast repair? I can't remember.
I believe in this race they have just one. Yes,
Okay.
I'm seeing just one fast repair. Boy. By the way, there is just a little bit of wind out there this evening. So I'm not saying that will. I'm not saying that could make a difference, but I'm just saying. I mean, I'm thinking that's maybe what caused the trucks to really move around in that last race. So I'm just saying, now imagine what we got 35 trucks. You said.
Yeah.
2 mile per hour wind. That could be enough maybe to start this big one because we have a whole lot of trucks that are going to be trying to go for one piece of real estate. That's going to cause something, and it's going to be big.
Right now, we're seeing the 4 of Levine actually on top of the leaderboard right now, which is very impressive. That is Justin Levine. Actually, he's a really good racer as well. I've seen him race a couple of times. He's a really good racer. So he may stay up front for a little bit here, especially early on. We can see what he can do, later in the races.
Of course, from the LCR there, the last chance race. Actually, we've already see the 2nd and 3rd place finishers from that race already in 6th and 7th,
Wow.
and Sawyer Ott's kind of a little bit down the field, just a little bit. Actually, take it back. Sawyer Ott just jumped up, to 5th. That's probably going to keep dropping as it goes, but that could also mean something, especially if those guys kind of get. Imagine if those guys get together. They all know that they seem to run pretty decent together. So that could actually mean something, going off in this next race.
Somebody we haven't mentioned is Chris Blandon. That 0-12 car was in the last race as well. He's actually was showing in the top 5. I think he's still up there. Wolford in that number 3 truck up there. He's really good as well. So there's the 81 truck jumping to that top of the line.
He was going to be my original pick, but
I'm actually surprised you didn't.
Yeah, well, I did have good reasoning back in that one besides, just the number, but
we actually got a tie right now for 2nd and 3rd. But it goes to Walter right now for 2nd and 1/10 off the pole as well. So
I'll tell you what, though, Walford isn't complaining, I guarantee it.
I guarantee you that.
I mean, I would. Well, never mind. They just both got knocked off.
And I'm not even.
They got beat by 1,000th of a second.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very impressive lap for that number 87 truck.
That was wrong. My bad. I was looking at the wrong time. Let's just try 3/10 or 3,000ths of a second.
There's that 87 truck, Raymond. I don't really want to try to butcher his last name, but I believe it's Reitner. I believe.
You got that one, man.
Right now, I think is how you say it. Yeah. That's what I'm going to act like.
What do you expect to get that Tennessee education?
Yeah,
you don't know how to pronounce seven names. I
We'll
can
use
say
that
that
as
now
an excuse.
because I couldn't use that last race, but I can use it this race.
That's true. So yeah, this is going to be a very exciting race, man. I really think we're going to see a long green flag runs here.
I'm sitting here looking at this. The top 5 is only separated by 7,000ths of a second.
Wow, that's impressive.
And in qualifying, you may not see that all that much, when cars are all together. All by themselves running almost identical times. Oh, I'm just saying this is going to be quite interesting, especially when we got 35 guys. We only had just a little bit under, just almost 10 guys, 10 to 11 guys not qualify. So what kind of strategy would you be wanting to run if you did not qualify?
I'm going to be honest, they're falling back to the back. I mean, it's got to be. So that's the only reason. We're going to see that. We're going to see a lot of people drop to the back and just wait for that big wreck to happen. As we take a look at the grid, be sure to check out cyberracing.club for the Super Truck Series and also the K&N Series. They are broadcasted on a different type of networks. I say network, but different broadcasts from us. Man Cave Media does a good job on broadcasting them. So be sure to check them out. But let's take a look through the field here. David Anderson was in that last race at 43 and actually ran up front for most of that race. Currently in 5th right now. There's Dana Osborne in 7th. Matthew Quick, another could be a really fast driver. Kenny Holderman, sorry, in 9th right now. Yep. Chris Bland and Daniel Harrington in row number 6. As we take a look at the rest of the field, James Patterson and David Lanza out in row number 9. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Looking at the league owner down here, he's back. He's in the middle of the pack now.
He's got a little bit of work to do. I was just seeing that. Jeff Bigland, also another one to watch out for. He did not qualify.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at all the guys that didn't qualify. Your pick didn't qualify.
Did not qualify. That's impressive. Jeremy Funk. I know Jeremy Funk pretty good. Yeah, I've seen him race as well. He's a really good. He's actually a pretty good super speedway racer. So we'll see if he's ever doing anything with it.
I just seen someone that I did not know that was in here, Craig Hawkins.
Yep.
I've done several official races with him. He's also a pretty good driver. I did several with him at Talladega in these trucks, and he knows his way around in a super speedway, which you can say that for almost anybody.
Yeah.
But he seemed like he was making the moves at the right time, and he would make them work.
Yeah,
so
I mean, a lot of these guys hate super speedway racing, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest fan.
I hate it too.
Yeah, but you also got the guy that's really good at utilizing side draft and drafting in general, so that could play a factor.
Yeah, and I mean, of course, back in our Daytona race, most of the guys' strategy was to just, run in the back, wait for the big wreck, like you were saying, and sometimes your nerves can only do that for so long. That's how I was. I was sitting there kind of in the back, just kind of barely hanging on. My nerves couldn't take it no more. I wanted to get up to the front because I was tired. That's just it. When you go wide open and not be able to, your adrenaline's pumping a little bit and you're not doing anything, you kind of start to get bored with it. So I'm just saying that could also play in a factor into tonight, as maybe some of these guys in the back that, maybe they're tired of sitting around in the back and they're going to make a move here. So
you got a good point on that. We haven't really talked about the boredom factor. If you lay back and nerves could start coming into play and you want to try to do something, could cause a wreck. So, all right, here they come off turn number 4. Get ready to get this Cyber Racing Association All-Star Clash underway as pace car dips in, and we are green flag racing here at Daytona. The 87 leads them across the stripe, followed by that 81. Still side by side, going to be side by side for the most part of this race, to be honest.
Yeah, and we were talking, kind of in between, the last race and this one. We were told that some of these guys, they want to take it 3 wide, and they want to keep it 3 wide for as long as possible. As the 20, he's sliding up, takes over the top spot on the outside line. That's an interesting move to be making this early in the race. Yeah, and he's going to have a little bit of run here going on the back straightaway. Right there, you can see the 43. He's the second truck on the inside line. Be ready, because I saw him in the last race. He was a really good pusher, so don't be surprised here if this 87 gets back up to the front here.
It's going to be interesting to see. We also seen that 81 was doing something earlier in practice as well, as the trucks come off turn 4 to complete the first lap here at Daytona. Across the stripe they go, and that lap will go to the number 87. Raymond right now.
Yeah, something that I'm shocked in is that these guys are not really bunched up. I mean, that's surprising to me. As many trucks we have, I figured everyone would kind of be a little bit in a tighter of a pack, but no one's really that tight of a pack as like I was saying last race. People have got to learn to stay committed to a line if they want that line to work. And I've seen that just in the past 2 laps. Everyone's just trying to go with the lane that works. That works for that lap. So that's also going to be something interesting to see. Just stay committed to a line and not going to move from it.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Here they come across the stripe again. It's still the 87 leading the way right now. However, at 43 of Anderson starting to work his way up ever so slightly. We got a little bit of guys blinking towards the back of this field, but that's okay for now. They're not in the middle, so no problem there.
As it looked like this 7-car pack was starting to pull away here, and that second kind of just jumble of cars have worked their way back up and kind of put themselves kind of back into the picture as just a lot of that. looked like someone may have got turned, but I think they saved it.
Yeah, I
Car
believe they
trying to
did.
come. Yeah. That's just because someone's trying to fit into a hole that may not be there. So this inside line has really worked well. I get in front of those cars on the outside lane as you see the three hop down. He's going to hop down to that bottom lane. As actually he jumps back up there. So this is, I'm really surprised at how these guys are already racing. You know what, 3 or 4 laps
We're
in.
4
here.
laps in now. Yeah, we just took the 4th lap as we work out of turn number 2. Still see them side by side. Pretty much nothing's really changed. The 87 still leading the way. Last time by the 43 was actually shown in second, but that's probably just because the 20 car was a little bit further behind him. The 20 car actually got a good run on the backstretch this time. We'll see if he's able to lead a lap here for this All-Star event.
Now I've kind of moved to the back here. There's another big, I guess you can kind of say pack,
Who is
but they're back here looking around like the 98 car truck of Mark Vega. Actually, that's the 88. But they're back there in this pack. They were almost all single file, and they've kind of started to spread back out here just a little bit. You know, that could also be something. If these guys want to get back up to the front of the pack, they've all got to get single file, and no one can try to be trying to slide out. Everyone's got to get in that single file line. They could actually make a charge and maybe, just maybe, cause a third line out there for the leaders.
Yeah, I'm going to guess that this 88 and 45 is teammates. They're both running the same type of paint scheme. That is the 88 of Mark Vega and the 45 of, who is the 45? Eddie Hawks.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that they're probably teammates. There's probably a couple teammates back through there that we're not seeing. We're not seeing exactly who it is. But yeah, you're right now. They're a little bit further behind the pack. Just trying to work their way up. That somebody just blinked, but
yeah.
it's okay.
It doesn't look like they're too far behind. I'm surprised though that they're as far back as they are. Looks like they're just a little bit under, about a half a straightaway behind. So, I mean, if anything's to happen, I mean, they should be good depending on how big the wreck is, but
Yeah,
you never know.
Still up front. 87. Well, actually, the 20 car did lead that last lap. Here they come to the start-finish line again. It looks like the 20 D. Rick Walker will lead that lap as well. So some really good racing going on right now as we continue here. Take a lap number 7.
I've kind of noticed this. Someone that's kind of falling to the back here is Sawyer Ott, winner from the LCR. He started 15th and already in 7 laps. He's already back to 29th. And he's continuing to fall back here. What do you think that would be here? Do you think that would be strategy, or do you think he just may not be, you know, do you think he may have got pushed out of line and really falling back here?
I think that whole line that fell back, that second pack is back there in the back. You can see them on your screen now, which is what I was doing, by the way, adjusting that setting. I think a lot of that is setting, or just, to be honest, these guys got to pit around lap 31, okay? And imagine if all these guys were packed up on each other and they all had to come down at once. It's going to be a big mess.
Yeah.
So that's one reason why for that. You're going to see a lot of people not even take tires on this first stop just so they can get back up there. As the 43 almost got underneath 87 there.
Yeah, and I'm surprised actually how kind of, I don't want to say like crazy, but I mean these guys, I mean we've got 2 pretty good lines as the 20 comes right down in front of that 87. I don't think he was entirely clear, but he made it work.
Leaving the 81 hanging up on that outside. Jordanson can't be too happy about that, but it is what it is.
Now the question is, now we're going to see how good that 81 and 3 can really work, to see if they can maybe work their way all the way back up there. As the 43 really went wide there in the turn. Actually, the 81 kind of already got the lead going off into turn 1, actually.
He made that high side really pick up after the 20 pulled down. So we may see this 81 actually jump up and take a lap here.
Yeah, actually, he looked like they were about dead even on the exit of turn 2 there. Got about 20's probably at his door right now, so he could actually have something as the 81 lose down at least a 3 out there all by himself. So already, we've got a couple of lead changes already here in just the first few laps here. People coming down from that top lane. No one's really wanting to stay to that top lane.
Yeah, and I'm not, I don't know. I'm kind of surprised by that because that top lane seems like it's really working. To be honest, what a lot of people don't understand is that top lane actually, to be completely fair, is faster. I mean, if you got enough people to make it work. But you got to have the people to do it.
Yeah, that's one thing that... Oh, there goes the 20.
He's going to smash into the inside wall. No caution will come out for that because he was off of the racing surface.
I can't tell. It looks like he has a lot of nose damage.
Yeah.
That nose is really bent in.
He's going to need a caution to get it fixed.
Yeah, I wouldn't... There might be a chance he might be hurting here. I don't know, but yeah, like you said, no yellow comes out for that, so that's really going to hurt the 20, who is actually led already a couple of laps here. So
we'll hop up in a blimp and take a look at it here if I can find something that actually look at it. Here we go. You see the 20 spinning to the inside and hits the inside wall.
Did he get any help going off in there? I couldn't.
From what I see, he looked like he got a little bit loose from what I can tell, and that's what got him turned. There's a possibility he may have hit the yellow line as well. That yellow line could be slick.
While we were away, the 3 did take the lead away from the 81.
And then the 34 got it.
Yeah, now the 34 is up there trying to take it away. So it looks like people are starting to see that, hey, maybe this outside line is maybe just a little bit faster.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised how we haven't seen people try to get 3 wide. Well, of course, as soon as I say no one tries to take 3 wide, they
yeah, I thought it was 3 wide too.
You know, I'm surprised as calm as these guys are right now this early in. We probably really won't see things really start shaking up till about, I would say, right around that first pit stop or so.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm going to be honest, once that first pit stop happens, if we get green, things are really going to get spaced out.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it's going to make that boring, but it's not going to be... It can really get boring. So, yeah. I mean, this can make up for something here, and I bet you these front pack, they don't want a yellow, but I wouldn't be surprised if everyone in this front pack tries to get down at the same time.
Well, to be honest, you know, when they do get spaced out, they will get spaced back up, you know, after so many laps. But, you know, it takes a few laps for it to happen.
Yeah, as the 34 jumps down in front of the 3 there.
And we're talking way ahead of ourselves, too. We're only just now on lap 13. And we still got, 15 laps or so till we possibly see, green flag pit stops.
Yeah. I'm really surprised, actually, at, really, that we've only got 2 packs. I figured we would have had a 3rd pack, actually. As the leaders are starting to catch a lapped car here. Now
this could do something. We'll see what happens here. Lap car does go high.
It's Craig.
Yeah. He's not going to be much of an issue right now. He realizes that he's not fast. He can't hold on to the draft right now. And actually, I don't know where he started. I mean, I could look. Yellow. Yellow is out. 2nd pack, possibly.
Oh, yes, big crash.
Okay.
4 or 5 cars, I do believe.
Who was in it?
Jason Kisner is the one I'm looking at right now that I know for sure is in the wreck here. I don't know how far away the leaders are from it.
Yeah, it's a big wreck. Yeah, you're right. I don't know if we'll be able to get it off. Oh, there we go. You see it right there. Wow.
I haven't seen it yet, but league owner was, I believe, in part of it. So, yeah, it looked like he was definitely the 2nd pack. I can't even pick it up.
Yeah, so, I'm not picking it up all either, for some odd reason.
Yeah,
35 was in it as well. A bunch of cars involved here early on. As that's going to get us our first caution of the night. We're going to definitely hit pit road this time.
Oh, yeah, I would be very surprised here if we did not see people come down to pit road. I'm trying to find the leader here.
34.
Yep, there it is. Okay, so first caution lap 15. That's a lot later than what I thought.
Honestly, me too. I thought we'd have the caution super early.
Well, in all honesty, though, do we think that's the biggest wreck we're going to see tonight?
Possibly
that's
not.
The question.
I mean, we'll wait and see what happens towards the end of the race, but
Yeah, I think right now it's still just a little bit too early for everybody to really get up there. But now I'm thinking lap 70, we're going to see 3 wide, probably 15 rows deep.
What I'm trying to figure out is there's a possibility we could still see 2 more stops. I don't know. But there is that
Yeah,
possibility.
I see that possibly happening. And we got a bunch of cars coming down pit road here. Not seeing anybody out here, so
There's one car
unless
stayed
that's
out. That's a lap car.
yeah,
That was
that's
Craig
great.
that stayed out, yeah. All right,
So
here
we'll
they
see
come.
here.
Oh, people getting off in the grass, having trouble. Somebody had to back up in our pit box. A lot of people missing our pit box.
And that's the fun of Daytona.
Here we
The
go.
cars already coming out.
The 81 took 2
34.
tires.
381. Didn't know what that number was.
It's a mess on pit road.
Yeah, well, that's the fun of it. There goes the 30, I think.
Fix one more thing here. Adjust my cars where make sure everybody can see everything that's happening behind it. Because I don't have it adjusted.
I gotta check my max cars.
Yeah, that's why I just had to raise up.
Yeah, I'm gonna bump mine up just a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna bump mine up to 30.
There goes the 25 out of pit road. Followed by some more cars. Yeah, 87
So-
just now leaving pits as well, which is kind of odd.
The 87?
Yep, the 87.
Yeah, now this is a fixed setup, correct?
Yeah, it is fixed. It was actually scheduled to be open, but Dwayne actually kind of messed up the session, so it's not open. It's not open. It's okay. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break real fast, and we will be right back after a quick message. You're not going to miss anything. We're going to go side by side, and we'll be right back for the green flag. Alright, we are back as we look at the grid real fast as the pace lights are off. Go down through the grid real fast just so everybody can see where everybody's lining up and get ready to go racing. Hope y'all enjoy that side by side. Also going to try to squeeze in a crank it up just so
By the way, I just watched that side by side. That was awesome, by the way. Apparently something happened with Dane Osborne underneath the yellow. He went back to the road. What last the camera could show me was that he was all the way to the inside on the bus stop for the road course here. He was all the way down there with some damage. So I don't know if anything happened or what. I'm looking at the chat here. Not my fault. you didn't see me there. So I'm thinking something might have happened under yellow.
Ooh.
So not exactly sure about what happened. So
Wow. All right. Bring us to the green flag there.
okay. We're getting ready to come off turn 4 here. Sorry, I was having to click all the way back
You're
up to the field. That's always fun.
Oh, there.
Don't be surprised here if they're still a little bit calm here. You know, we're still a little too early in this race, I think, to get crazy. What number is that second car on the outside line?
Second car on the outside line? That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't see it.
22. All right. Pace car is in, and we're getting ready to get the green, and the green is out, and we are back into racing here at Daytona. But the 43 already hit the 81 going through the tri-oval there.
See him already going to get ready to hit turn number 1. Still side by side. We got a truck trying to move up into that high line, and it looks like the possible, I don't know who that was letting me in, but right now 34 is still holding on to the lead, followed by that 3 truck stuck up on the outside at the moment. Well, I don't want to say stuck on the outside because we don't really know if he's stuck or that's where he wants to be.
Look who's up right there, the 3rd truck on the outside line.
Yep.
The 30. Of course, last time we talked about him, he was all the way in the back. He was in that 2nd pack. Now he's up here in 6th, you know.
Was the winner of the last chance race.
Yeah, so I'm not saying that's coincidence or anything, but that's a good strategy, I think, called on pit road. I think that shows that people may have taken tires.
Yeah,
So,
I know the 81. I know he took 2 tires. I'm sure that some of these guys took none, which, you know, not a bad strategy at all to take none here because you don't use the tire wear up. We do have a small breakaway at the front right now. 6 trucks right now. 4 on the bottom, 2 on top. So we'll see if that anything becomes
yeah,
it
it looks like we're starting to get, you know, there's actually several packs, actually. So I think I've kind of like 4 packs, I think is what I saw. So
yeah, I'm going through some of it right now, some of the packs.
Yeah, so, you know, if I was this front pack of 6, I would almost try to get those 2 from the outside lane down and just really work on trying to get away. But I think that those 2 cars that are in between this lead pack and that 2nd pack of cars, they've got it. So they've got the draft of this front guy, so they're going to catch up here in a second. And everyone's going to be kind of bunched back up here.
I'm actually looking right now at Dana Osborne. We talked about him. He said possibly damage. I'm trying to see if I can see anything on that truck. That is the 8 truck that's on your screen.
Oh, we got a truck going to the inside wall. Oh, 2 trucks going to the inside wall. That's the 43. He's to the inside, but he's getting back up onto the racing surface. I'm trying to see who the other one is.
43 was David Anderson, which is big. I don't know who the other one was.
I have no idea. That was strange. I'm gonna go back here and look to see what happened here. It looks like 2 separate incidents, though, I do believe.
Wow.
May have caused it. The 81 did get on the apron, so it was the 81 who went to the inside wall and.
Oh yeah, you're right. The 81 is not up front right now.
Yeah, he hit the apron is what had happened. He hit the apron coming out of turn 2, and that's what caused that incident. So
he's still out on track. He does got a lot of damage to his back end. His whole spoiler right now currently messed up, which is not what he wants to happen. Hopefully, well, he's needing a caution. Let's be honest. He needs a caution to get that fixed. So I know he ain't used his fast repair. So he's going to have a little bit of luck to happen to get back up there and have a chance to race and win money.
Yeah, that's just it. Here at Daytona, that yellow line is not any good. That yellow line is very, very slick, so you don't want to touch it. Now, at Talladega, it's a little bit different. The banking there is a little bit different with that yellow line, so it's not near as bad as. In all honesty, I think that was because the 34 wasn't up high enough, so the 81 didn't know where the exit of the turn was, so he thought he was still good, and in reality, he wasn't, so he hit that apron and may have just gotten a little bit loose and caused that.
Not a big surprise to see a number 3 leading that Daytona. I think at Black Horse Racing, I believe, is the name of the team, and Rodney Wolford, so definitely not a surprise there.
Did the 43 ever make it down pit road, or is he still good? Because I know he ended up hitting the 81.
That is Dark Horse Racing, not Black Horse. The 80, or I'm sorry, the 43. I think he's actually still out there, I believe.
Because I know he's the one that ended up sending the The 81 completely brown. Yeah, he's right there. I don't see too much, if any damage or
Yeah, it don't
anything
look like he
significant.
has anything from what I can see. Too.
So-
See if I can find him a better view. But
He's back in 19th right now, just outside that big front pack. Boy, so already a little bit of craziness happening already early in here.
you can see that number 43 of David Anderson right there, and that you see the yellow number 43. I can't tell what sponsor is on the side of that truck. All right, we're going to do something a little bit different here, and we haven't done it this year at all, so this will be our first time. We're going to crank it up, so hope you enjoy it. As you can see right now, the 25 just took the lead, or trying to maintain that lead from that 34. That is Paul Crumry, I think you say his name. I don't know if I said it wrong.
Yeah.
25. Wow, he started back in 19th and currently up in first. Now second. Now back in first. So.
Well, when I'm sitting here looking at it, we get ourselves a little bit of a big front pack here. Looks like of about 20 to 20 trucks or so. And that's really the only big pack. You know, you got a little bit cluster of cars here and there. You think I did see one line of like 4 or 5 trucks all together.
Yeah,
they're probably not going to do anything to this front pack. By the way, I did see the 81 did get down pit road and did use his fast repair. So the 81, I believe, is just one lap down. As I look here, yes, the 81 is one lap down. No, he would not. That would go to Mark Vega in the 88. He's in the middle of his pack right here.
Okay, so right now he's where he wants to be.
Actually, the 81 is the last car, actually, one lap down.
Okay.
By the way, Dwayne Cooper, he is 12 laps down right now.
Wow.
I believe I'm pretty sure he's pulled it in, said enough with it. So I believe he's
he was involved in that big wreck, I believe.
Yes, he was. So I think he's done for the day. I'm sitting here looking that we've got about 5 cars one lap down right now, and one of them is in the middle of the pack. Actually, I don't know how these guys got a lap down. Actually, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I really don't know how they got a lap.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I mean, they're right here at the tail end of this front pack. Well, at least this 9 is. Mark Vega, like I said, he's up here in about the big chunk of this front pack.
I sit here and think, remember, we had a car at the beginning of the race that actually spun. I believe there was 2 cars that spun to the side, and a caution didn't come out. That could have something to do with a couple of them.
But when they've gotten the wave around, no.
Unless they didn't hit, yeah, they may not have hit.
Okay, so...
That 22 truck is awesome, by the way.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out what's on it. I know I see a cat on the back.
It looks really neat. I'm trying to actually get a better view of it myself. I really
It's what's throwing me off is the rainbow numbers. That's what's throwing me off.
Matthew Quick. It looks like he's reading Rainbow. I'm trying to see if that's what it is.
You know how long it's been since I've seen reading rainbow? If that's what it actually is.
It's been a long time.
It's been years since I've seen reading rainbow.
Riding on board with Matthew Quick in that number 22 truck from the front of it. Take a look in front of him, you see that 3 car of Rodney Wolford, and behind him you see that Tony truck starting to try to work his way up as well.
You know, as I'm sitting here looking, you know, we got several stragglers from this front pack, and then it just seems like there's just a big lot of cars up in the front here. What could be the cause of that? Why are some of these guys, you know, they still got the front pack strapped? Why they seem like they're just kind of like lagging back a little bit? Is that
a good
strategy?
question. Justin, the 67 truck right here, Justin Mustian Jr. is the first car leading this little pack with the 89 behind him, and that's a very good question why he chose to. Maybe they're choosing to fall back, possibly thinking this could go green and trying to get a group together to pit. Maybe. You know, I don't really know. That's a very good question. Why, you know, the trucks seem like they suck up really good, so I don't really know why he would be falling back. And, you know, maybe it's a strategy, though.
Yeah, we're coming to lap 33 right now. So if we were just out, if we would have stayed green, these cars would all be on pit road right now. So we're probably looking at another 15 to 16 laps before these guys decide to come back, before they have to come back and fuel. Of course, with us having just this one big pack, get ready whenever these guys try to make it on pit road, because it's going to be chaotic, because people are going to have to chop down in front of each other and everything. So it's going to be interesting. As I'm looking here, everyone's trying to drop to the inside line. So the outside line is really starting to lose its, I don't want to say significance, but it's starting to really lose a lot of its horsepower, the outside there. So that's going to be key, I think, for us, especially a couple of these leaders up front, is that if that outside line starts to lose more trucks, actually, as I'd say it, the outside line starts to get a little bit of a run, this race could just get single file all the way around.
Sorry about that, guys. I take it popped up on the screen. I actually forgot I had this, and I wanted to bring it up just to make sure that I can, you know, get all the latest information about who the fastest is and stuff like that on the track right now. I can tell you that last time by, it was the 33 truck. Actually, I take that back. It was not the 33 truck. That was the fastest.
Man, get on false information.
Yeah, right. It was the actually the 25 truck of Paul Cremery. It was the fastest last time by. So we'll see. Or has the fastest lap of the race and was the fastest last time by.
Yeah, so you remember me talking about Mark Vega, right?
Here comes somebody in the
first car.
Boy.
Could be strategy here. But yeah, I'm sitting here looking at Mark Vega. He's the third truck on the outside line trying to get his lap back.
Well, this is where the 67 that was leading that group comes to pit road.
Did anyone else follow him?
No, nobody else followed him. I'm watching to see if he's going to take. All right, he is taking right side tires. So
he does have a little bit of spoiler damage.
He does have a little bit of spoiler damage, and I'm seeing if factory repair's going to fix it. Don't look like it's going to fix it, but he's down and away, so he does take 4 tires. So I don't know. That's weird.
Actually, he does actually have a lot of. No, he doesn't. I thought he had a little bit of right front damage, but I don't see. So it looks like he has just a bit of spoiler damage. So he looks like he's going to get away here. It doesn't look like he's going to have any help though once he comes out, because of course that's just it here at Daytona, especially at these super speedways. If you're going to pit, you got to pit with somebody, or else you are going to get left.
Yep. The last time by, it was Kenny Holderman. That was the fastest on track in that number 9 truck, followed by D-Rick Walter in the number 20 truck.
So now, Mark Vega is now the second truck on the outside line.
He's 33 after having trouble, by the way, in that last chance race is leading the way now.
Well, oh boy, here we go. We're trying to catch some lap traffic, boys.
Yep, here we go. Let's see if
why do I got a bad feeling about this? Oh, I've got this sick feeling in my stomach. Somehow they all make it.
67, yeah, that is the 67 stuck on the high side. He's going to try to fall back into the strap and try not to lose anything. We got pit stops making right now.
Coming up.
Yeah, I don't exactly know who that is. I see 3 trucks entering pit road here, so these could be scheduled
Good
stops
luck,
here.
Nico.
Pretty. Oh, we got a wreck amongst the leaders.
Big wreck, big wreck.
Oh, we
Oh,
got one up in the catch, 2 in the catch fence.
34
I see
and Bob,
3 and 4 slipping.
44, 82.
Oh, oh, these are all the leaders right
yeah,
here
that
on
was
this
a
incident.
humongous wreck. The 33's happy
Oh.
about that. That was humongous.
Oh, by the way, guess who was the first truck out of there? The
Who?
one lap down car.
Oh, let's see what happened here. If we can go back and get that. Trying to find out the main truck that was involved.
There's several of those. It looks like the 33 and the 44 may have gotten together.
Taking a look here, you can see them going into turn number 1.
Oh, I see what it is.
Oh, somebody came down. The 44 came down on the 33.
Oh, man, that just shot them 2 trucks up in the air like it was nothing.
This is going to be a fun view. We're about to ride on board with the 3, by the way. Let me get him. This is going to be a crazy looking view. I'm not going to lie. This is going to be a fun one. Rodney
How did the
Warfield.
3 get...
I have
the
no
3?
idea.
How did he get through that?
I don't know. This is going to be fun. Once I find his name, give me about an hour and I'll find it. It's so
You
hard
know,
to find
and
names sometimes.
And you know, that actually it was one thing I talked about is someone thought they were clear, and they weren't clear.
Here we are, riding on board. With a 3 truck, Rodney Wolford. See what happens when in turn 1. 44 is going to come down. And hold on. Oh, great driving by that 3 car. That was probably one of the near misses of the year. You're probably not going to make it through any more of them.
Yeah. Who's left in this race?
Well, a lot of them had fast repairs, so that's what
I would hope so.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's huge right there. And you know, like I was just saying though, I mean, that's just people who thought that they were clear, wanted to come down several lanes, and they
Here
weren't.
comes some trucks down pit road. Watch the race off pit road here.
By the way, the 012, Chris Bling, he was the leader.
Yeah, you are right.
So that's interesting right there.
33. I
See
don't
who-
know. This is good box, or maybe he was on there before.
The 33,
Looks like he might have just drove through. I don't know. All right, here comes the race off pit road.
actually the 33 was second that time by. I think the 012 did beat off the 22. That'll be interesting.
Oh man, 87 still on pit road right now. He's down and away. Here comes the 8, followed by a bunch of other guys.
The 33, I believe, did miss his pit box.
That's what I was wondering. It looked like to me. I mean, he drove like right through it, and I never did see him stop. So, I mean, I could be wrong.
He
but
was
I-
slow. He was slowing up, and I don't think he knew where his pit box was.
Yeah, I think where so many cars on pit road, he just had trouble seeing it.
Yeah, so I believe he should pit this time by.
Yeah, I would probably guess so.
But yeah, because you got to think. I mean, these guys probably only got about 8 laps of gas left before they pitted there.
Yeah.
So I believe
Every
that's
time we get
gonna-
close, and now I'm gonna tell you who it helps in a way. Was the cars that was coming to pit road, and
right.
right before the caution came out,
Yes, that is very true, actually.
because they
So
did go a
that's-
lap down. I mean, that's
Yeah,
very
that-
impressive. Yeah, 33 is coming back down pit road,
Yeah, I figured that much.
followed by a bunch of other cars, by the way.
Those are probably all the lapped out. Sawyer Ott goes back down pit road here. So we're about to. I think we've already passed
You're
the
right there.
halfway
Look,
point.
look who's out front right now. 32 and 67. We haven't talked about them, but that strategy paid off.
The 32 is he was the first one across blind, but he just had to give up his position to the 012 and the 67. No, shouldn't have. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. This is
Yeah, I see. Is that
in the 67 is catching back up to the pack.
I don't know what's going on.
Someone's. Yeah, we're gonna have to give it a few minutes here to catch back up.
yeah.
But right now, it is showing the 012 as the leader.
Actually,
with
you
the-
know what? He's not the leader. It's going to be the 32. The 22 and the 012 is going to I don't know. I might be
Well,
able to look
good
right
job,
now and find out.
Good job, iRacing. What if that's all the mind up? What if it's that crazy thing that happened like
So what
it
it's going to
took
be is
couple-
a 67. The 012 will be first and second from what I'm seeing. And then it's supposed to be 22 and 32, followed by the 43. From what it's supposed to be. That's what I'm seeing on the live scoring sheet. So we'll wait and see if that's what it is. But I could be wrong.
I would laugh if it's that same thing that happened in the at that fall Phoenix race when Dale Jr. won. That would be something.
That would definitely be special.
Yeah. I'm hoping the pace lights go out here because this is kind of boring just sitting here going around in circles at like 80 miles an hour. So
yeah. Got something
but
more
we are
cars
coming to lap.
Oh,
No, they fake. We're coming to lap 41 right here. So I mean, we're already past the halfway point. Do we think that race is going to get a little bit crazier here?
Oh, cars are flipping out on me.
The 67 is still showing us the leader.
Yeah, I see him as well. I also see the 012 supposed to be
012 it should
second.
be the leader, but
I don't know.
Makes you think, is the 67 lagging or not seeing anyone on his?
I don't
so
even
he's just
see
out
the
running.
67 no more.
I see him. I'm on him right now. He's coming out of turn 4.
Huh.
I don't know.
You don't think it's a possibility he could have lapped? Possibly no.
Yeah, he's at the field.
That's what I'm saying. Did he lap the entire field?
Well, not the entire field, because it says right now that Chris Bland is about 50 seconds behind the whole field, or behind the leader.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know, guys. Everybody's guessing as good as mine on this one.
Help.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
We're about to go
weird.
back
They
green,
should.
and something's going to happen.
I believe they should black flag the 67 here. I believe that's what should happen. Black flag him for a lap. I don't know.
Yeah, it came out at a strange time to caution it because they just came down. They was coming down pit road. You can still see some cars dropping on the apron after about to pit, and I'm wondering, or now they're coming back up. Oh no, they still look like they're about to pit. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Well, right now it's showing the 012 second on the scoring board, but pace car's in, and
Yeah,
we
back to green.
are green.
And the 67 is back here by himself leading. I think he lapped half the field.
He did.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I think he lapped half the field.
21 cars are only on the lead lap here. They may tell him to stay out of the draft. That's what I think they should say is say stay out of the draft. Don't stay in the draft. Let the field catch back up to you.
I don't know if I don't know. I mean, if I'm him, I'm like, no. You know?
But you can tell, though, he's got significant damage to that rear wing, so he probably won't be able to hang in there much. He won't be able to hang in there much anyway. I'm surprised that the race control doesn't see
So what
that.
happened was, we actually talked about the 67 earlier, because remember, he was a lap down, and he went high to avoid the field. He actually came down pit road once before, remember? We talked about him coming down pit road.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
This is he's out of the draft now.
Yeah.
He's got one more truck back behind him, but that's actually the first car one lap down, so he may try to hurry and get around him.
But I think all this is going to cycle through to the 12 in the leader, to be honest.
I would hope so,
Yeah,
because I mean,
guess.
right now this is laps led going to 67 right now.
Yeah.
But if that never does end up getting fixed, they will more likely put the 012 as the winner. So,
What do you think?
no, I would hope so. Unless there's something they're not telling us, which is very
Yeah.
likely.
Yeah. So I mean, we could be putting, not knowing.
Oh, wow, that 32 made a crazy move to move that for the outside. Try to take
32's
away.
looking good right now.
Yeah, he's actually been up here a lot today. There's the 96 as well. I'm still surprised that we have not been seeing 3 wide action yet.
We haven't really seen a lot of it. Yeah, I agree. I do see 3 teammates right now. It looks to me like that is Dark Horse Racing, I believe. Yeah, it is Dark Horse Racing on that bottom line.
The 67 has been black flagged for 1 lap. 67 has been black flagged for 1 lap, as I'm just seeing that go across here. So that should fix that.
So basically what
That's probably
happened
gonna
was they was a little bit late delaying it, so they had to wait a second, I guess, and sort it all out why this was going on.
Well, I figured that way
wreck,
he can.
trouble, 32 in the wall, big wreck. 1, 2, 3 cars involved. Caution will come out.
Hard hits one back, Craig, and someone else hit hard there. Oh my. Yeah, 32 sitting on the inside, a lot of nose damage. Man, the one time I wasn't looking at the front, the wreck happens up front.
We got the 22. Oh, man.
Poor reading Rainbow.
See if we can see what happened here. From, let's go a little bit higher so if we can see. There we go. Oh, yeah.
Right there. Oh. Yeah, that looked like the 22 tried to get to the inside there as the 32 moved up the track. So, I don't know. That's interesting to watch.
Riding on board with the 8 of Dana Osborne. Crazy wreck here. See it happening right in front of him. Go back a little bit further and see if we can get a better view. Riding on board with Thomas LaBar.
That makes me think, did a 32 get a shot from behind to make him go up the racetrack?
You know, let me hop on board here with the 32.
That's the only thing I can think, unless that's just the truck itself moving up the track.
So we are riding on board now with the 32. And we'll see if there's any type of contact that he's seen or felt. We'll see if we can listen and tell.
No, I don't know. This is a strange one.
Oh, God. Who? The 22 may have got into him?
Yes, the 22 is the one that ended up turning the 32.
Let me hop on board with him.
I was just on board. I didn't see anything.
I'm looking. I see it. Yeah, the bumper's hooked. It looks like.
So that's what caused it.
Yeah, it looks like the bumper's just hooked. That 22 took a hard hit.
Yeah, he took several hard hits. 32 didn't have a fast repair.
That is.
That's not the reading Rainbow? Okay, where's he at? I'm about to find him. Where's he at? I'm about to. 22. Where's rear chase? Wally Potty.
Oh, okay. No idea.
Can we just stick to reading Rainbow, please?
Yeah.
that looks and sounds a ton better.
Not very
no
familiar.
offense, but
not very familiar with that one.
yeah, but the reading Rainbow is much more familiar.
Okay, wait a minute. Now, the 67, is he still the leader? Because I'm showing the leader.
Okay, listen to this. So they gave him the black flag.
All right.
He was coming down pit road. That's when the lead
came out.
As the caution came out, so he'd already lost a ton of speed. So they cleared the black flag, and he's going to pit right here as much of the field does. The 43 follows along, so eventually it's all figured itself out here.
I think the 67 is your leader.
Not anymore. That's going to go to 012 now.
Yeah, they're 12 straight out. Right.
So,
we did got a
22.
little small race on pit road. We'll see what happens. 67 is taking 4 tires. 22
By the way,
also.
the 97 did get the lucky dog there. Jeremy Funk did get the lead lap. Or lucky
43
dog
is the pit road. He will win the race off the pit road in this little battle. Followed by the 67.
22 did, in fact, get a wave around right there.
That's the rest of the field.
The world, but we're looking at about 29 laps to go.
Yeah, 28 laps right now.
Oh boy. Well,
So
they're starting to slowly take place. Yeah, and I don't want to say that's what it was, that they were trying to make a move up to the front, but then again, you almost got to think that's may have been what it was. Is that the 22 thought there may not be any more opportunities I may get, so I want to take this opportunity. May have caused that.
Yeah, he definitely, didn't mean to cause it. I mean, it was just That's what he said. I mean, bumpers hook sometimes, and to me it looked like he thought he was clear to come back up, and he started coming back up, and they just connected and hooked. So I mean, he definitely didn't do it on purpose by any means. You can tell that by looking at it. It is a shame though, but that's also Daytona.
Now I'm sitting here looking. I see. Remember the 34 truck? He was up at the front at some point.
Yeah.
Some points of this race. He's all the way back in 29th, one lap down.
It's also somebody I noticed we haven't really spoke about as well. The 13. We haven't really spoke a lot about him. He's actually up front right now.
He may have gotten. Yeah. I'm sitting here looking at the 32. He's still on pit road actually, so he did not use dash repair.
So yeah, we haven't talked about Jason Kisner at all for the most part, not since the beginning of the broadcast, which is actually about 30-something minutes ago. The last time we talked about him, according to what I got on my overlay thing. So you got to give him credit though. We're going to talk about him now. Started 14th up to 2nd. I mean, he is definitely where he wants to be, sitting on that outside line, followed by the 9, who is directly behind him, and Kenny Holderman, who has shown that he is also very fast. So that goes to show we'll see.
We're starting to see some, actually right there in third. Look who's in third, that 20. Yep. He was the first car to hit that inside wall as this race got going early. So we're starting to see some of the guys that were up front early in the race kind of fall to the back, not really stand up front. They're starting to come back up as I see the 3, the 30, who else am I seeing? I'm seeing the 81 there. Starting to come back in the picture.
Mark Vega also up there. Started 27th.
And he was lap down.
Yeah.
And then that wreck happened. He got back on the lead lap. He did not have to get the lucky dog. So he's up there in 8th right now. So this is crazy. And you got to think, the thing is, we're going to get the restart here with 26 to go with probably $50 or $60 something here on the line probably.
Yeah, for the leader, I don't know exactly what it is. I can't remember, but I'm sure it's up there. Something,
Yeah.
New iRacing car track subscription, whatever you want to use it for.
Cough. Is it too late to join this race and be on the lead lap?
Pace car's off.
I thought about just commentating from the car.
Here we go.
And we get I'm kind of interested to see here how these cars, we haven't seen up front yet. The 13 beats the 012 back to the line. Okay. So that's interesting.
Which is legal in iRacing, as long as you didn't jump in before the start.
I feel like this is where everything's about to change.
Everything could change here.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of cars really move around because everyone's on the back of somebody. You're pushing someone, you're on his back bumper here. As the 13 goes wide here, we're going to be 3 wide going into turn number 3 here.
Yep.
For looks like about 2nd, as that 13 going to the back. There's a 9 now.
Yeah, I think 13's falling back. I think 13 wants to fall back. I'm going to be honest. We'll see if he ducks in right here behind this 88. And he does. So, yeah, he's definitely not falling back on purpose.
Oh, there goes the 20 to the outside of the 012. 012's got no hope. Here comes actually the 3 right back behind him, but the 20 will lead this lap.
Racing is starting to heat up a little bit. You can tell the intensity is starting to pick up here just a little bit.
As the 9, I thought the 9 was about to go to the outside there. As it looks like this front pack's got about 20 to 25 trucks in it. What am I thinking? Probably about 20 trucks in it. And here in a second, it's all about to heat up. As it looked like the 3 was trying to get to the bottom of the 012 there. So you thought earlier was interesting. Look at, I guarantee you, we're about to see someone pop up to that 3rd lane, and they're going to try to make it work.
So for the final time, guys, we're going to pause just for a second and crank it up. are back from the Crank It Up, and you can already see that the 012 right now, Chris Blake's still holding on to that lead right now, as the 20 car starting to fight to the outside. Rick Walker trying to make that highlight work.
While we were in the Crank It Up, we did have someone been DQ'd. The 67 was in fact DQ'd, was told to park it and get out of the truck.
Okay.
So, don't exactly know the word.
Well, if you want to know why I asked, I'll tell you why.
I'm not knowing any word on that. So,
All right, Dwayne, you can speak about it if you wish. I mean, it's your choice. You know, I mean, you definitely don't have to.
Well, I'll be honest with you guys. Okay, I'm parked watching the race right now because of the earlier incident. But, you know, every one of these drivers signed up and they agreed to abide by the rules. They made this little checking box when they signed up. And the 67 was given one too many wave because we wave around. And when he was asked to go to the back, he wanted to argue that I gave him too many waves, which I did. But, I mean, common sense. If you get waved around, you're not going to lead the race. And he kept arguing about it, and I'm sorry, we don't do that here. If you want to argue with the admin, you're going to be removed. And he'll probably be removed from the league.
Makes sense. It happens. I definitely understand. So, you know, you got to go by the rules. And, you know, league admin has rules for every league I've ever been in, so got to follow the rules. One thing I've noticed...
Well, I mean, I've never been anywhere where you get away from around and you're the leader of the race a lap ahead of like common sense says go down and pit, you know.
Yeah, I think we actually mentioned, I think Derek brought that up as well. So,
yeah,
Derek,
it just, you know, some guys try to push the limit, and, you know, I'm not going to play it here.
I definitely understand that. Derek, we got 3 teammates running first, second, third. It looks like we're on 7th right now. I can't tell exactly what place that 3 is.
that 3's trying to get to the inside. The 012 just not there. As the racing has definitely picked up here. They probably getting the word, we're coming to 20 to go.
Yeah, it's time to go now.
These cars that are kind of hanging in the back, if they want to win some money, they don't need to be hanging back there any longer.
Yeah, it's time to get going, because right now we got Dark Horse Racing kind of right now out front dominating this thing. Well, I ain't going to say dominating because they ain't been up there a whole lot, but right now they are up front looking to get at least 4 payouts right now, it looks like, with the 3 car working his way up.
Actually, I'm looking at 2 of the guys the 2 of the guys from the last race. They're up there, the second and third truck on the outside lane, right there working together.
Very impressive to see that 30 car up there.
Yeah.
Last race winner, so very impressive.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where David Anderson is. I haven't seen him in a long time.
It's been a minute since I've seen him as well.
He's back there at the back end of this lead pack back there. They're found in a 3-wide situation.
Yeah, 18th right now.
So, I mean, he's not completely out of this thing, but he needs to know that, you got about 19 to go. You might want to start making your way up to the front here.
Yeah, right now, I'm still keeping my eyes on his 13 truck. He got up there due to that caution and stuff like that. It helped him out a lot. So I'm also keeping an eye on him. I'm actually going to check something real fast. Let's see.
The 81 did come down in front of the 9 here. That's going to leave the 8 on the outside leading the way. As you got
Matthew Quick, by the way, was the fastest last time by.
And do you remember, he was the one that took a huge shot in that last race. We got a couple cars going down pit road here.
Pit road, yep.
Strategy here. They know they cannot make it the rest of the way, as they probably got to get speeding on these. David Anderson is actually one of the ones that did come down, I do believe.
Okay, so we'll see what happens with that. That could have been why he actually fell back to the back a little bit as well. I would probably expect them not to take tires here, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think they might have got caught at speeding on pit road.
All right, we'll wait and see what happens with that. We do got a lap car up in front of the leaders right now.
Yeah, I believe that the 49 will have a speed penalty. So, yeah, the leaders are catching that lap car here. That's going to make things interesting, especially because I thought I saw some 3-wide on throughout the field here. As you can tell now, the inside line is starting to pull away. Doesn't look like that 8 and 30 are that strong all by themselves.
And so, if you look on the inside line right now, 3 of the top 5 right now on that bottom line. Or, I'm sorry, 4 of the top 5 right now on that bottom line. Oh, great save. He's holding it.
Yeah, boy.
Great save.
Awesome mess.
That was a great save.
but they are 3 wide back there. This isn't
I was
going
going
to
to
work.
say, 4 of the top 5 right now are teammates.
Yeah, might be
That is, I don't know who that was. Maybe the 9. That was an amazing save.
Now, this is strange to me.
No, what's
This
the
late in the
dot?
race, we're getting single file.
Yeah.
I mean, we're coming to 15
And I think,
to go.
and I'm going to be honest, a lot of it's got to do with the 4 trucks from Dark Horse up there. And I'm dead serious.
Yeah, that's
Their
what I
teammates, they
think it
don't
is.
care. They just want to finish near each other. And I mean, they got a chance at a 1, 2, 3, 4 finish. Which
Yeah.
is really, really impressive. And here goes
Yeah,
the 3, followed by his teammate. He's going to play out line to help his teammate.
Yeah, I was about to say, we tried that at Daytona. It didn't work too well.
Yeah, he may not have any help, but he does not have help unless one of his teammates
Oh,
runs in front of
actually,
him.
I think
He's
he's
trying. He's
trying to get back down to
yeah.
that inside line.
His 20, the 20 truck is actually going up, making his truck 2 lanes wide right now. We got some more trucks coming down pit road, but the 20 truck is coming up and helping him draft a little bit by making the truck 2 lanes wide, pretty much holding up the bottom line and trying to pull the 3 as well. You can see right there, here comes the 9 now, going to pull up in front of that 3.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's the 9 that 9 may be running a little bit hot here. But, here in the next few laps, who cares if you run it hot? You're trying to go win
This
money
is
here.
interesting. Yeah, this is really interesting right here.
Of course, right whenever I say, oh, we're all getting single file, they all decide to punch back up.
He's got 3 now. He's fighting strong on that outside. He's actually up to 3rd right now in front of his teammate, Rick Walker, in that number 20 truck.
I knew the racing would be tight here, but don't be surprised here if all 4 of them try to get on the pit road together.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think these guys may try to make it. Because I know some people did pit underneath that last yellow.
Yeah, this is getting to be really, really intense right now. And I'm going to be honest, here comes the 3. He may have a chance at a lead here very soon. As he's going to be trying to fight that number 81 truck. And remember who did you pick to win this race?
The 30.
Oh, how'd that work out for you right now?
Shut up.
No joke, but you about picked the 81. 81's actually doing a real good job.
Okay, the 81 was my second pick, right?
I can't say much either. I'm picking up there right now.
I'm just in here looking right now. We could
Actually, he's 6, so.
Who's up there? Is that a spin? No, we got someone coming
somebody
down.
else. And whoever that was that just came down pit road probably just cost himself because nobody else is coming down with him.
Yeah. Boy, this would surprise me though. We're gonna see someone run out of gas.
Yeah, we'll see somebody try to stretch it. I think.
Yeah. Because here's the deal. This is me right now. Shoot you, I'm stretching it.
Yeah, if I'm even close, if it's showing 12 laps that I can go, I'm going to try it.
Yeah. Now, no, I'm not the best at fuel strategy. We saw that at Homestead last year, but
That's a different story.
yeah, different story. Another time.
I've noticed his 5 working his way up as well.
Yeah, that 5 has really worked his way up there. Really going against the odds here. I don't think he has any teammates up there, but
Yeah, I don't see none either.
so this is quite interesting. You can tell. Remember, I said that front pack had about 20-something trucks. We're probably down to what, 10 now? 10 to 15?
Yeah, I would probably guess that.
Yeah. So we actually had 1 truck. Who got back
3
to
wide.
the truck right in front of the leaders?
Oh,
Oh, that's 3 wide. Oh, this is not going to end well. This is not going to end well. We got one up in the wall,
it
I
worked
think.
its way out. No, it worked itself out. That was the 5 truck that actually went up that high. It did work itself out.
Well, that's going to give 3 a lead. Don't be surprised.
And look
if
who it
they're
is. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't be surprised if they all kind of make it down pit road here.
Yeah, it's a very good possibility. This is impressive by that Black Horse racing group. I'm not even joking about it. That's just really impressive to beat Dark Horse.
Here they come in that 81. The 81's
Yep.
not speeding.
Let's see.
No, they actually, I think they got it slowed up the time.
Oh, the 8.
Truck.
Yep.
Lot of trucks came in. That right there could be the Pat. I think that could make a run for the money here.
We're going to see. We're going to find out because right now the 88 of Mark Vega is out. His teammates right there running at 45. The 82 also out right now.
Boy, you talk about this is just it though. You've worked you're coming to 10 laps to go, and you don't even know if you got enough gas to make it to the end.
Actually, you know what? That's 66 is also a teammate of him. I just now seen that.
Yeah. Here's something though. Who was someone that pitted underneath that last yellow?
That's what I
They
was
can
sitting
make
there
it.
wondering. That's what I'm wondering.
They can make it. We have someone else dropping.
Yeah, that is the. I don't think that was actually.
That's the 12, I think? No, that's not the 20.
You know, the 66. I'm trying to find the 66. Where is he actually at? Okay, he's actually back in 20. He's actually a lap down in 21st, but he's helping his teammates.
Yeah, he kind of blocked. That's all legal, I think.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with him being up there helping. The 5 also trying to work his way up, sitting in 3rd right now.
Yeah, this is quite interesting to me here.
Watch this. We'll see if the 88 has to pit here. He may come down this time. We'll see.
No, they have another lap.
Yep. They may have enough to make it.
I'm trying to go back here and trying to find that.
It would be
right
the
now,
last
this
caution.
this whole second, there's a second pack back here. That's the Dark Horse Racing team there. They're about just a shade under 25 seconds behind this front pack, which, if we stay green, I don't think that they can gain that much time. They might, but the way these guys are starting to get single file, if these guys try to push it, they're going to do it, because right now I think they've lost. It's going to be tight, I think, honestly, but I think they're going to try to stretch it here. I mean,
I can tell you right now, from what I've seen, the 45 has already made one pit stop. That can't be right.
That
Can't be right. I don't know why it's showing one pit stop for him.
Actually, now that I think about it, it might. He might have really been saving.
We'll see.
As what, 32? Unless you really saved the mess out of it.
I can tell you right now, we only have 16 cars on the lead lap from what I'm seeing on my live leaderboard. Just to go find being the last one.
By the way, the gap has grown from this from the fourth
33
place.
seconds, right?
33 seconds.
Yep,
that gap
33.4 seconds right now. Oh, here they come. Here they come down pit road.
Oh boy,
every one of them. This is big.
Let's see, they're just now coming out of turn 2. If they take gas, they have a shot.
Well, we're going to watch these 4 guys right here. These are all 4 teammates, followed by that 22 who's also up there.
Yeah,
he still has a chance, by the way.
I'll keep an eye on these. They're away. They have a chance.
Keep an eye on them.
Took tires. The 66 and the 5 both come out at the same. Keep
an eye on them. Let me know. They're just out. We got the 4 coming, or the 5 coming at the start-finish line now.
They're going to get them. They're just now entering turn 1.
Yeah, they're definitely going to get them. So this is going to soccer weight over.
But if they can somehow find a way to get all back together, they might have a chance to catch them. Yeah, right there they go. I don't see it. I think it's going to come amongst those.
That early pit stop helped a lot.
Yeah, well, I'm glad these guys are good at knowing when to come down for green pit stop, because I sure as don't.
So now it's going to be up to see if we have. I'm going to be honest, this will be the first time we've ever broadcasted where we've had a team finish 1, 2, 3, 4. If that happens, the 22 still got a chance to break up this whole little soiree, I guess you could say.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I think the next couple laps, we're going to see teammates thrown out the door here.
Yeah, I agree. Like, you're going for now. If a caution comes out, it changes everything.
They're so spread out, honestly. I don't think it can change much here.
Yeah, it's tough for a caution to come out when they're that spread out. But there is a chance that this 22 can still do something. However, if he starts to go high, I'm not going to be surprised. See, right now, he's looking high. Nobody's going with you from that bottom team.
Yeah. There is a pack forming. They're roughly around 6 seconds.
7.5 seconds back right now. And it is a pretty good pack, though. It's a really big pack.
If they could all get together and work together, they can book it.
It's probably about 7 cars, I think. 8 cars, something like that.
Getting on before coming back down pit road, back caught speeding, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the gap's growing. They would almost all got to get single file, and they're not. They actually do touch just a little bit amongst them.
Okay, here we go. I'm keeping my eyes on the live leaderboard as well, seeing if there's any way that the 29 Matthew Welsenbach can actually gain something. Him and Sawyer Ott right now working together along with Daniel Harrington, Martin Vega, and Thomas LeBar. Don't see anything actually happening. To be honest, the gap's actually growing. Here comes the 22 now, looking to the outside of the 20, trying to break up this little tandem that they got going on. But I don't think you're going to see much happen. The 22 is going to have to try to side draft, and that is a possibility. He could side draft his way up a little bit and try to finish in the top 3. Here goes the 3. The 3's going to jump to the outside and actually fall back in line. So I actually made a little bit of contact there.
Oh, they contact. They did try to make a little bit of contact there.
Oh, the 22, yeah.
Here's the deal. The 3 doing that actually helped the 22 just a little bit.
It did help him a little bit, yeah, but it hurt him at the end of it.
Yeah. Honestly, if he's going to step out of line and make the pass, he's going to do it in the next couple of laps.
Yeah, to be honest, to me, okay, if it's me and I'm running, if I'm one of these teammates, if I see the 22 go out, if I am the 9 car, I'm pulling up, just block it, because I want to finish 1, 2, 3, 4 my teammates. Just being honest.
Yeah.
However,
Joe Gibbs tried that. That didn't work.
However, where did the 22 go? Oh, okay, he's still back there. It looks like he's trying to get a run now. He backed off a little bit. We'll see. He hasn't lost it yet. He's got 2 tenths back.
Yeah,
that's actually closing it fast. Yeah.
I think that. Oh, Mark Vega just lost connection to the race.
Oh man, that's
so
not good. He actually got a chance to win some money too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh boy, that's gonna hurt now.
Yeah, that's not good.
81's showing the way to hit 2 to go here. Oh boy, why do I gotta feel like they're not gonna come back? I got this weird feeling.
Well, we're about to find out here soon. It ain't much longer now. Looking back at the 9 from this Race Fam Racing Dark Horse Chevrolet. Oh, the 20's taking a peek on the outside, possibly just pulling down. I would get. Oh, he's actually going to block the 22 a little bit. It looks like 22's taking a peek outside. Now he's really looking to the high side. We're coming to the white flag. This time we do have 2 lap cars. Now. Oops. 22
right
looking high.
Honestly, as we hit the white flag here, I just don't know.
It's going to be tough.
If the 3's going to try something, you're going to see him really try to make it, maybe try to work a little bit on the outside here.
I think if you see anything, and it depends what these lap cars are doing right now, if you will see anything, it's going to happen right here in turn 3 and 4. And I think they will race for it. Oh, yeah, the 22. Oh, it's going to get crazy. Oh,
here comes the 3.
Contact. The 9 gets shuffled out.
They're not going to make it. They're not. How in the world did they make the 22's going to take there? He's going to
22. He is trying to break this up.
And he broke up part
of it. He's bumping the 9. Oh, here goes the 81.
Hit the apron.
Oh, this is going to be a clot race.
Back. Yep. The 3
car.
And oh! It's turned. Oh, man. Upside down.
1, 2, 3, 4 finish for Dark Horse Racing.
Oh my, what
that
an
was
incredible
amazing. That was
finish.
A good finish. Let's take a look at the replay on that one.
Oh,
that was insane.
Oh, and the 81 almost got killed by that second pass that they all missed.
That was absolutely insane.
Well, I guess that shows what happens when money's on the line.
Very much so. Here we go. You can see it coming off turn 4. This is from the aerial view up in the skybox. Wow. Rodney Warford will win this race.
That was all caused by the 22 trying to make a move, maybe trying to win a little bit of extra money.
Now let's see if we can move some of these guys up.
Yeah, I don't have power to do that, so you got that. Yeah.
Rodney Warford, Walker.
Garrett.
Yeah, I'll say anything.
Honestly, I said let's try to get off.
There they go, teammates throwing celebrations together. Let's bring in our leader.
I said let's try to bring them all in, because they're all teammates here. What's it going to hurt?
I'm going to actually do this. Yeah, that'd be something different. I want to bring all 3 you in because your team is finished. Guys, y'all got a copy?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, sir. I want to bring all of you in. I never do this. That was amazing, by the way. I want to say that. That was awesome. First ever that I broadcasted. 1, 2, 3, 4 finish. What was the strategy for you all? Was that it?
Oh, we knew the strategy was have a badass green flag pit stop so we can separate us from the field, and that, I mean, that's what we did. I mean, we had one little straggler, but yeah, that was fun stuff.
So, okay, the 22 was hanging basically on the tail end. He tried to make a move. Was the plan to go up to try to block that move, which I'm sure it was, so you all could get the 1, 2, 3, 4 finish?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do anything to get 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, we had been wrecked by that said vehicle for a championship when asked not to, and I mean that puts a lot of salt on the wounds, and that wasn't going to happen tonight for sure, with how we were lined up there. And you know, we did pretty good. We 1, 2, 3, 4'd it still, so I'm hella happy about that.
I just brought in your other teammate because I got to give y'all credit. That was amazing to watch you all, by the way. I was actually kind of cheering myself a little bit for you all. That was pretty awesome. So
Hey,
you win
I
the
was
money.
about to say, you got to bring Kenny up here for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So you won the money race. Well, your team did an amazing job. What are y'all going to try to do this season?
You
thing
saw it
every
right
week.
there. I mean, the exact same thing.
That was
And
amazing, guys. I'm
win
not
the
gonna lie.
championship again as well.
So yeah, let's speak a little bit about that. You won the championship.
Hold on, whoa. Hey, hang on, Adam. Freaking cheaters.
Hey, did anybody fucking see Velocity Racing?
Hey, go ahead, keep talking. man.
Hey,
That's good TV.
watch it. You're on the edge.
I
You can't beat
say,
you.
whoa, baby! Another W! 1, 2, 3, 4.
I
That's
think this
great.
is the most excited
We've ever had somebody to
broadcast.
broadcast. Yeah, I'll agree. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great job,
That
guys.
was one heck of a finish, even as teammates. That's probably the funnest finish I've had in a race yet.
Anybody I want to give a shout out to?
Chris Bassini for painting his badass number 81 Bass Pro shot
Yeah,
Dark
Chris
Horse
Bassini,
Chevy.
Bassini painted all these trucks for us, so big shout out to him. And I got a few people watching. My sister Shay, got a big shout out to her. She always watches. My friend Lauren back in Ohio, she's watching. We'll give her a shout out. And
Dwayne for
just
putting this
the
on
rest of
for
the
us.
team, Dwayne, you guys, everybody. I got all kind of people I want to thank.
Man, great show, guys. So that's all I can say about it. Good job.
Yeah, I'd like to give a huge shout out to my team here. We did a great job with a bad weather day. It was really hot, made it real tight conditions, but I want to say huge thanks to DHI, everyone here. I think we could have improved and done even better. That's just a thought. I want to say hi to everybody watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. I want to say a big hi to Shay. You're there all the time. I love the support. I want to say hi to my family, whoever may be watching, and the whole DHI crew, Race Fan Racing. I can't thank you guys enough, man. Let's keep this going. 1, 2, 3, 4, baby. I also
job,
gotta
guys.
thank you guys for the
Yeah,
broadcast.
thank you guys for
no
broadcasting
problem,
and
guys.
coming on.
No problem, guys.
Can't wait to watch this.
And I
Alright,
gotta
good
thank
job.
Dwayne Cooper. This guy, he's a hell of a guy, man. Can't thank him enough. He was unfortunately taken out by some dumb
One
mistakes
bar?
that happened. Yeah, there was some 1 bars that we had, and it bit him hard, and I feel real bad about that. But I'm just happy that.
Yeah,
we
but
got
are you
the
going
races
to feel
that
bad
did.
about spending my money?
No, man.
Hey, it's going to a
I-
great cause. It's going to a
I-
great cause.
I want to thank Rodney for not dumping my shit because I was knocked plumb the fuck sideways off that last corner.
Good job.
Adam, I hope you tagged this for 18 and over.
Oh, it's not, but it's okay. It's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I love it. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
We're going to have a friggin' parental warning on our broadcast from now
I
on.
didn't say nothing.
Derek, give me your thoughts.
Boy, just I mean,
I thought you were talking to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized that there was actually 2 of them in here. Derek Pemberton, give me your thoughts.
honestly, I think that post-race interview right there showed you how much these guys really wanted to win, and it showed tonight that these guys were racing for a purpose. Their strategy right there at the end, it paid off, it worked, and it produced some crazy racing. Like I said in the pre-race, you know, all these different strategies, how are they going to work, you know, and you could tell right there at the end, I had hope for, you know, the Vega guy. I thought he had a shot at winning it, and just, you know, pit stops and go his way, so that gave way to those guys, and those guys deserve it. They did a great job. They got together. They got in a single file line. They really worked. They stayed committed to what they were doing. And they got up front, and that produced some crazy racing right there coming to the checkered flag.
So, Dwayne, you're in here. Let me ask you, first race of the season, how do you think it went?
Well, it went kind of like I expected. You know, yeah, guys that wasn't familiar with each other. Had a few incidents, you know. There was guys not knowing how to pit properly because I guess, you know, some leagues you run, you never get to pit. But here we do a lot of green flag pit racing, and I warned them under practice to practice their pit road pitting, you know. But overall, what you've seen is what you're going to get. Dark Horse races very smart. They work together with each other very well, and it seems to come down. I mean, you got Kenny and Rodney. They're our reigning champs from our 2 series last year. So I mean, they're not a joke. Now that Jorgensen guy, I don't know about him. He's off the wall, but the rest of them are pretty good drivers.
Well, man, I'm going to be honest. We've been broadcasting now, I don't know how long, Derek, for a while. That was one of the most exciting finishes that we've been able to call. So that was really cool. I will say that was awesome. The 22, I thought would be able to get up there and mess that up. And, I mean, he was really fast, so it was definitely cool to see that. And the racing was phenomenal tonight, I ain't going to lie. And I hope that it continues to be like this because that was great. So that was my thoughts on everything.
Well, hey, Adam, I want to ask you, you're talking about the 22 there. What did you think about his bump there and him being able to save it and still stay ahead of him?
That's who that was. I was wondering, I couldn't remember who off the top of my head who it was.
Yeah, that was Matt Quick. He gave him a nudge there and got them all out of line with each other, and they were wiggling to save it, and they still ended up putting him back there and forth.
He did what he thought he had to do. I probably would have done it because I'm gonna be honest, that was almost impossible to break them 4 up.
But he didn't wreck them.
Yeah, he did
bumped
it the
them,
right
but
way.
he did not wreck them.
There's a difference between wrecking and racing hard, and that was racing hard. That was by far one of the cleanest moves that he could have done to make it to benefit him, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came out at the short end where he didn't get up there in the top 3 or whatever, top 4, but at the same time, he did a great job on racing clean. So you got to give him credit for it. And I still like his paint scheme a lot. But, yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts of it. That's going to wrap up our broadcast tonight. However, we will be back tomorrow night for CFR Championship. And then on Wednesday, there will be a podcast out. We actually talk about every league that we broadcast, including this one, and including the CFR Championship. We go to Las Vegas and all that stuff. And here in a couple weeks, we'll be adding more leagues and stuff like that. So, guys, we will be back here. Is it next Saturday's next race? It is, correct. I ain't got my schedule up at the moment.
Yes.
Okay, next Saturday, we will be back here. And the season gets kicked off then for points. This was the money race. So, get ready for a wild, crazy season with super trucks for Cyber Racing Association, guys. Thanks for watching. And anybody want to say bye? Or, Dwayne, you want to give a shout-out to anybody?
Well, I just appreciate the drivers coming out and you guys broadcasting. You know, I look forward to a great season.
You bet, man. Derek, anything
Yeah,
you
for
want to
sure.
say? Anything you want
No. Hopefully a lot of you guys will be back tomorrow night to watch us at Vegas go at it. That's going to be a fun race in itself right there. So I can't wait for that.
Thanks for watching, guys. And I'm Adam Chapman. God bless. I'll talk to you soon.